talking with Chrisy Kern from ASMH right here in Mountain Home. And she's the PR person and also marketing, do both of those. And we were talking about anything with pictures or anything exciting.
Print, any news event, anything like that.
I try. It's hard to keep up.
We send it to Christy and she
so
does
much.
whatever she needs to with it. But now this is the first thing coming up, really, because that's next week.
Yes, February 8th. We have Jason D. Williams.
And the name sounded familiar, but I'm not sure if this is who I was thinking. So what all is he going to do for us on this February 8th?
He has a style that's a blend of Elvis Presley and Jerry Lee Lewis. He is a piano player, but has a band, wild band, absolutely wild on the piano. He's actually from Arkansas originally, but he has recorded with Sun Records and played all over the world. You just don't want to miss him. He's a wild man.
I saw some video. Actually, I don't know why that I watched the video. I just happened to see this guy. And he's the real McCoy. I mean, he's got so much energy. And they were interviewing him.
Yes.
And they said, "What are you going to do each night? How's your format of your show?" And he goes, "I don't know."
He doesn't know. Yeah, he really is the genuine deal, and will remind you very much of Jerry Lee Lewis. In fact, so much that the rumor got started that he might be Jerry Lee's son.
Oh, really?
Not confirmed. He won't confirm or deny it. But he played for years a special show on the roof of the Peabody Hotel in Memphis.
Oh, yeah. I'm familiar with the roof of the Peabody Hotel. Yes, I have been there, done that.
You don't want to miss it. It's really great. And the tickets are only $15. ASU Mountain Home students and anyone under 18, faculty and staff at ASU Mountain Home get in for half price, which is $7.50. So it's a great evening. It starts at 7 o'clock. It's at the Shed, February 8th.
Cool.
It's going to be a good one.
7
it's going to be a good one.
Rockabilly and boogie woogie.
It's high energy.
High energy, big time. He puts on a great show.
If you go not Facebook, but YouTube, you can look. He's got a lot of videos on there.
Absolutely. He's great. Great.
Well, that'd be
writes a lot of his
nice
own
way to see
music.
what you're getting, so.
He writes a lot of his own music, but also plays a lot that you'll know of other folks. A lot like Jerry Lee Lewis.
And he'll bring a band with him. Is that right?
There will be a band with him. I think the show is him, though.
Yeah, it is.
He's got
show
background,
is Jason D. Williams.
Yes, it's basically Jason D. Williams. So that's next Friday, February 8th at 7 p.m.
Yes.
And if people want to, they can buy tickets early, right?
They can. They can buy them now at the Shed. Just go to the box office and do that.
And log online, too,
yes,
right?
you can do it online at theshed.com, SHEID, THEShed.com.
The Shed, okay.
Theshed.com, yes.
Because any tickets I purchased, I always purchased them online. But that's coming up, and let me see. Then February 12th on Tuesday, what's going on over here?
We have a group coming from New York. Of Ebony Embers is the name of the group, and this is in honor of Black History Month. And they're going to do a chamber music presentation. It's jazz, a little bit of poetry. They're going to present the murals of the Harlem Renaissance. It's just a fabulous show. It is free, open to the public, and there are no tickets required. Just come. Now, we're going to make that one at 6 o'clock so that people can get out right after work and just go straight there.
And go straight there.
Like that.
Well, I will definitely have to encourage my students to come out to that and put that on my calendar. I usually play tennis on Tuesday night, but I may have to opt out.
Well, it's going to be a good show too, and there are several musicians, really good work. I think that our English department and
the honors program,
honors program, and
honors for
diversity club, and
cello,
other folks,
piano, and percussion.
It's going to be wonderful, and it's free, open to the public, so there's no excuse not to come.
Okay,
no
6
excuse not to come.
Tuesday, February 12th. And if you don't get all this down, obviously it's all on the website.
It is all on our website. More information than you can even imagine. We go into a lot of detail about all of the shows on the website. So just check it out.
Yeah, people can't remember exactly when that was. And we'll just stick with the Shed events right quick.
Sure.
We're going down through here. So what's this one?
Like I said, they're all on the website, and they're either on our website or the Shed website. But I'll tell you more. The next show after the Ebony Embers show is Neil Berg's 100 Years of Broadway, which is a fabulous look at all kinds of Broadway productions through the years, 100 years of Broadway shows. Fabulous. This show's been on tour for a long time now. It's presented by actual stars of Broadway. So it's going to be fantastic. It's March the 4th. It's going to be brought here.
Is it musical?
Oh yeah, from Phantom of the Opera
so they play
Dolly.
Various
vignettes from different shows.
neat.
Absolutely.
I wondered
it's a great
about
overview
that.
of Broadway. If
Is
you're
it
missing Broadway,
full of props and the whole thing?
Oh yeah,
good.
It's going to be a great show. Great show.
Well, cool.
It's presented by Integrity First Bank. Those tickets are also available online. It's really a great overview, and I think folks will really enjoy that.
Well, when I saw that one pop up, on our calendar that runs at school, I thought, well, I'm going to have to investigate that one. If it's what I think it is, I definitely want to put that on my calendar. Now, what day of the week is March 4th?
Now, Sandy,
I think
it's a Friday night.
No, it is not.
Is it not? It is a Monday night.
It's a Monday.
You're right, exactly.
It's a Monday. March 4th is a Monday because February and March are all on the same days, and February 4th is a Monday.
I think you're right.
And then the Blue Fiddle Band?
Blue
is that
Fiddle
bluegrass
Band.
Or country,
it's actually Irish. And it is being brought to us as part of our Arvest concert series. So it's free also and open to the public.
Oh, wonderful.
It's March 14th. So get ready for a good time there. It's a duo, two people, and it's great folk music, Irish folk music. Going to be fabulous. Then we have a lecture coming March 26th. That's part of our Gaston Lecture Series. Get this. The Titanic museum owners in Branson are going to be here. The gentleman who owns the Titanic led the second expedition to the Titanic and was the first person to recover any items off the floor of the ocean. He and his wife both will be here. There is tons of information available on our website about what they'll be presenting. They'll be showing slides and doing
that's
all
free
kinds.
also.
It's free also as part of our Gaston Lecture Series. And the Mountain Home High School students are studying the Titanic in part of their academy program this year. So it's just a great addition, great lecture, and it'll be really fantastic.
Oh, and I'm sure the whole question and answer thing that holds a lot of fascination.
It does. It really does. It's the 100th anniversary of the Titanic.
Yes.
Did you know that?
I did.
So it's the good timing is great.
Yeah.
We've got a Shakespeare play coming also at April 13th. This is done by a Tony Award-winning group out of New York called the Acting Company.
Oh, cool.
But As You Like It, Shakespeare's comedy, so it's going to be a good one too.
Okay. And then Dan was talking about this, the Dick and Mitzi show. What's
the
that?
Dick and Mitzi show is actual vaudeville. It's wonderful. It's also going to be a $15 show. So they are bringing a chandelier that they will swing from. So it's going to be classic vaudeville. I think
do a
you'll
lot
love
of tap dancing
I
too.
think so, yeah.
I watched some of their videos too. And
are they going to come visit with you on the set?
They had called us over in Harrison to try to set up a joining
to do another
date.
show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't worked it out yet, but it's a husband and wife team, and they both met. I think in some kind of show that they were both in, and they've been married for some time. And she was a gold medal Olympic athlete. I think a gymnast.
That's why
I think they're going to put her on the chandelier. Yeah, I'll bet you $5 she's the one on the chandelier.
And he's more of a tap dancer type.
Okay.
And they met, and they both dance and tap, and they've got a lot of comedy built into their routine too.
It's going to be a good show.
It's a good family show.
Classic vaudeville. Yeah.
Now I have a question. You said not asking anything, but last year there were like 4 major performances throughout the year, and you could buy like a season ticket, which was a discounted.
Yes.
Can you still do that?
Well, you've missed half the season.
Half the
at
season
this point.
now, okay.
Half the season is over, but we're going to announce a new season here in just a month or two.
And so you want to encourage people if they can to buy the season passes.
Absolutely. We still have lots of shows left in this season, but we had 9 shows this year in that package. So
wow.
Yeah, we had 4 major shows and then 5 shows for $50 an add-on. So we brought 9 good shows this year. Next year the season is going to be great too. So buy a season ticket when we announce it and bring those tickets online to be purchased. It's a good idea because you do save a good bit of money.
Well, I know I looked at it last year. I pulled it up and was like, which ones would I want to go to, and that sort of thing. I really wish now I would have, because I definitely want to put the Titanic and the Shakespeare. And the Blue Fiddle sounds like it's right in my alley, as does Neil Berg, and both of these sound
they're
like
all
they're
great
right
shows.
Up my alley.
I will tell you, I've not heard anybody complain about a show we've had at the Shed that was part of our performing arts series.
Shirley just a few minutes ago said, everything's been wonderful. And I've always heard good things.
They have been.
Yeah.
I've never heard anyone say,
No, they're great.
The
Top
Capitol
quality
Steps
shows.
was a hoot. All the musical performances have been great.
I want to know about this digital
You're
photography.
into the
Yes,
photography.
contest.
Okay. Another big event at ASU Mountain Home. There's always something going on, so I can always talk. But we do have the digital photography 8th anniversary of our digital photography contest. Steve Johnson, you are right, was the founder of the contest. He was a digital photography instructor and other things at the college, but was instrumental in getting this started. And it's a great partnership. ASU Mountain Home, Integrity First Bank, the Baxter Bulletin, and the Baxter County Library all go together to make this a fabulous event. The prize money is great.
Yeah.
We do have a number of categories. We have added a few categories. I can go over those if we need to.
And
but
the pictures do travel around town.
they do, yes.
We
They
have
stay
them
up-
on campus.
They do. They stay several weeks at all the locations, but they will start at ASU Mountain Home. We judge on February 15th. The deadline is actually February 8th, so you better hurry. If you're going to get your pictures together and get
I
them in.
better take a few pictures.
Well, you've probably got things you could just
enter
pull
as many
back
times as
up.
you want, but
and-
don't you have to have them mounted?
You do. There are some instructions, and all of the instructions and rules are on the ASU Mountain Home website. You can also pick up copies of the application and rules at the sponsor locations. But yeah, they are mounted because it is a nice traveling show.
Yes.
They're all 8x10s, color, not necessarily color, but printed copies of your 8x10 photograph, mounted on foam core with no border.
Yeah.
The instructions are very clear. But it's a great, beautiful show that will travel to all the different locations and wind up at the Integrity First branch out by Walmart, where people can pick their photos up at the end.
Categories?
All kind of categories. We've got people, structures, plants, pets. You mentioned pets. Darth Vader needs a shot.
Darth
in there.
Vader,
I'm telling you. Animals was such a big category that we divided it to mammals and non-mammals. We have still lifes, objects. That's one category: still life or object. We have transportation, which used to be planes, trains, and automobiles, but we had lots of folks who did boats and all other kinds of
Airplanes
things.
and all kinds of stuff.
So we have
Cool.
transportation, we have landscape, black and white, grandchildren, the creative category that you mentioned, which
Yeah.
are manipulated photos in one way or another.
Okay, so people, do they have to tell you what they've done to
They
it?
choose the no, they don't.
Oh, they don't.
No,
So
they don't.
They don't have to say, I took this. And
No,
I
they don't have to explain it.
Photoshop this in, or
Nope,
I've done this
nope.
too.
We do ask that anything that is very much manipulated goes into that category
Okay.
to
Yeah.
make it fair for everyone. And then students grades 12 and under have their own category, so they're not competing against someone with more experience, and they can mount their own photos. The students can mount their own. The others we ask to be really nicely mounted and professionally mounted, and there are folks in town who can help you with that. All the frame shops
Yeah,
can
the
do
frame
that, or
shops, I
Staples.
know.
You can do it yourself, but you do need to use the instructions that are provided and make the
Yeah.
show as
Now,
pretty
where
as
do
it
they
can
drop
be.
the pictures off at?
Any Integrity First Bank location in
Okay.
Gassville or Flippin or Mountain Home. They can be returned there. You just need to decide which category you want to enter each piece in, and there's some instructions about how to write the information that you need to on the back of the photograph, but they can be returned at any location. It's going to be great, and
Now, you
you
said
can
there
enter
was
as
some-
many times as you'd like
Some
to.
money prizes. What are
There
the prizes?
are. Well,
Okay,
there's
tell us about that.
there is a $50 winner in each of those categories.
Okay.
And then there are honorable mention named in each of those categories.
Mm-hmm.
Then from all of the category winners, a grand prize is chosen, Best in Show, which wins a $300 prize.
Well, now, who are the judges? Well, we probably shouldn't tell, but are they local? Or judges?
They are local judges.
They're local
Yes,
judges.
and they are professionals. This is an amateur photography show.
But judged by professionals.
Judged by people who have at least got some design experience or people who make money taking photos.
Yeah.
Kevin Pieper is one of our judges.
Yeah.
I'll just
Yeah.
use him as an example, but he is one
Yeah,
of
well,
our
he's the
judges.
best known photographer in
He
town.
is a great
so-
photographer in town. Absolutely. He and Jerry Wilcoxon both judge for us each year, and Jerry's also a great photographer who worked in the White House Photo Lab. So we're
Neat.
so lucky to have him in town, and both of
Yeah.
them do participate. Then there are other folks in town who have judged with us for years, but
Well, I
they
look
might
at
want to
them.
keep their names secret. I don't know.
I
but-
always walk up and down and look at all them, and honest to goodness, I could never pick out, because by the time I think, oh,
It's
this has
hard.
got to be the best, and I look at, well, no. And as a layman, as I guess what you'd call it, I can't really distinguish what is a better photograph. But one day I was talking to Steve Johnson
Yes,
to come through
uh-huh.
and he started explaining to me something about the shadow and the light.
Yeah,
and I said, well, I
composure
think
and
this one's
light.
prettier. And he laughed. He said, yes, but this is actually a better photograph, and this is why.
That's
and
why
then
you're
once
not
he
a
explained
judge,
it, exactly,
right? No.
once he explained it, I said, okay. But I was like, well, this is a prettier picture. And he laughed. He said, well, because it was more colorful or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
So it's really, I encourage people, if they have any interest in it at all, like Daniel.
Exactly. You need to enter. You need to
I'm just thinking
enter.
about what I'm going to do with that $300.
That's right.
Spend it. Spend it
Since-
on a new camera. There you go.
Since you know
You're
you're
gonna
a
spend
sure
it.
winner.
It's
Well,
amazing.
I think people that enter those contests, they've got to have confidence to know that their picture's good. And
Well, they're all good.
I don't know.
They're
It's-
all really,
It's
really
very
good.
subjective too.
It is, really.
I mean, it really does matter.
And sometimes
what
it's
the
just cute to
judges
show off
see in
pictures
them.
that you.
It's just fun to participate. It
Yeah.
really is. I've entered before. I've never made money. I love to. I photograph a lot of shots for the college, but
Yeah.
I've never made money selling my photos. So I have qualified and entered before, but I've never scratched. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm I'm not good enough to scratch.
Well, if you have a passion for it, go for those contests. It's just the fun time of doing your art and doing your passion.
Yeah, and you know Rodney Steele, the minister at First United Methodist Church, he won last year Best of Show. He's a fabulous photographer. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I didn't.
It's a passion of his, and he won Best of Show, and he always enters great things, and so does, so many other people in town do enter each year, but different winner every year.
So you can pick. You can look at the photos. They'll be at the college for a couple of weeks, and they'll be at the library.
They will. They rotate, and that's kind of the fun of it. They'll be at ASU Mountain Home until March 14th.
Okay.
From there, they go to Integrity First, to the main office until April 5th. And from there, they will go to the library through April 25th. After April 25th, they'll stay out at Integrity First until June 1st, when folks can come pick them up.
Well, so everybody's got a chance to see.
And they probably have to start registering now. I mean, getting their materials together.
Yes.
And
things should be together, and all applications should be in by February 8th. So the same day Jason D. Williams is coming, so it's easy to remember. Yes.
And don't be a procrastinator.
Nope, don't be a procrastinator. Don't be a procrastinator. Get them in.
Get them in.
Get them in. Well, you've got all kinds of opportunities.
It's hard work, and I'll tell you, Kathy at the Baxter Regional Library and Johnny Howard on the faculty at ASU Mountain Home work very hard to put it together. There is a committee in town, representatives of all the different groups that help them out, but those are the co-sponsors of the co-chairman of the event, and they work very hard. They have to organize everything and get them in the categories and get ready for the show.
Yeah,
it's a big job.
Someone always has to do the work.
It's a big
exactly
job.
Right. So once again, log on to the website. We've got rockabilly music coming up. We've got some chamber music coming up. We've got Broadway. We've got a Titanic expedition. We've got some Irish music, a Shakespeare play, and then Mitzi swinging from a chandelier.
That's right.
Don't miss that.
There's something for everybody.
And it's not ladylike either.
Oh, it's not.
No. Well, I'm sorry. It's not something dainty. I mean,
it's spoiler alert, Dan.
It's kind of like a Lucille Ball type of thing.
Yeah. I think of vaudeville as being kind of quirky.
Yeah, a little quirky. Yeah. So you'll enjoy that.
There is something for everybody in this season. I'm telling you, but. We're excited to tell you about it. Thanks.
Well, thank you, Chrissy. Thank you for being here, and it's always fun. Yeah, absolutely.
It is. It's always great to talk to you guys.
And don't get too far behind where we're spending a half an hour with you.
Okay. Well, I love it. You know, I can talk all day. Just invite me back, and I'll be here. I'll do it.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Up next, we're going to be talking with Shirley Pointer. She's going to be here talking about the First Methodist Baptist, First United Methodist
Church.
No such thing as a Methodist Baptist church.
Well, no, actually, there probably is. There probably is. You know, we're pretty open-minded Methodists. You know what I mean? I grew up a Baptist, so I'm sort of half and half.
I am too. I'm both. I'm both.
We're going to talk about pancakes when we come back. Let's just say that. Stay with us.